Alright, yo, what is up, guys? It's Elite Shot here, aka Sean, about to show you my favorite Modern Warfare 3 Russian class. And I'm sorry, guys, that I sound a little nasally right now. I'm actually sick. I didn't go to school today. This Saturday I went to a party, a little bit of drinking. I'm not sure if it's something from the party that made me feel sick, but you know what? Today is Monday, and I shouldn't be feeling sick from Saturday. But yesterday was probably one of the worst hangovers of my life. I felt like shit all day. I was laying in bed, just like not wanting to do anything. Had a headache, stomach ache. Yeah, it sucked. But I'm feeling a little better today, even though I skipped. I'm feeling a lot better than yesterday. But let's get into this. You know what? Let's do this shit. Here is my favorite Modern Warfare 3 Russian class, and I use this class to get most of my M.O.A.Bs, most of my M.O.A.Bs. This is the class. This is what I prefer. And it is a Russian class, and that's the funny thing, but it's definitely one of my favorite classes in this game. I use SMG. I like most SMGs in this game, but the one I prefer the most is the MP7 because it's very accurate, very deadly, it has high fire rate, and the accuracy is actually pretty good, especially when aiming down sights and hip fire. The accuracy is really good. The stats don't look too great, but it's definitely a great weapon. And I like to use the attachments proficiency because I like to put on silencer and rapid fire. Rapid fire, even though it already has high fire rate as it is, rapid fire makes it even better, killing enemies even faster. And I also like to throw on a silencer because I don't want to be seen on the enemy radar when I'm rushing around, because when I tend to rush around, I like to be in the enemy spawn, and I definitely don't want to be spotted on the minimap. And the rapid fire kind of balances out the silencer. Since when you throw on rapid fire, it kind of increases the recoil, but the silencer decreases the recoil, so it balances it out. And the silencer also lowers the damage, but rapid fire, like I said, balances that out as well. So it's a great combination. And if you're not tried it yet, definitely gotta try it out because it's awesome. And for camo, obviously camo doesn't matter. I don't like too many of the camos in this game. I like blue, red, autumn, and gold. Those are my favorites. I mean, snow and I guess digital aren't that bad, but I don't know why I have snake on because these are just stupid looking. But that's what I use. And for my secondaries, I'm sure you guys can already guess because I use them in all my gameplays. They are the FMG9 Akimbos, and these things are just deadly as hell. I said before, and I guess I'm assuming you've seen my gameplays and other gameplay, but they're just super overpowered, and I'm still surprised they didn't patch them. Most of the machine pistols are good in this game besides the Glocks or the G18s. They're not as good as they were in Modern Warfare 2. They actually suck wiener in this game. They're not that good. I mean, I don't like it. You guys might like it, but I still prefer the FMG9 Akimbo over the other ones. I mean, MP9 Akimbo and Scorpion Akimbo aren't that bad, but I still think FMG9 Akimbo is the best. Definitely Akimbo on there. And for my grenades and lethal grenades, I like to use the Semtex. I like Semtex more than frags because with frags you have to cook it, and Semtex you can go ahead and just throw it and it sticks to things. And when you're rushing around, when you're using SMG class, I like to have Semtex, and it's a lot faster than having to cook it and waiting. So Semtex is what I prefer. Throwing knife I don't use too often. I never really use throwing knife that much. The only time to use them was probably go for a random throwing knife across the map or a random Tomahawk in Black Ops. That's the only time when I would use it. I wouldn't actually run around using it. And for my other classes, I tend to use bouncing betties, and then once I unlock claymores, I use them because bouncing betties you can avoid them by crouching or going prone, and claymores you can't really avoid. Claymores have a wider radius, and bouncing betties obviously have a less, and they're less powerful. And C4s I don't really use. I never use them in any of the Call of Duties, and I did not try them yet in here. I don't really like to use them that much. I'm not sure why. I just don't really. I still think Semtex is the go-to lethal grenades, most effective, I say. And for my tactical, I like to use the concussion grenade. In this game, flashes and concussions are thrown at the same speed. In Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2, you would throw concussions faster, but in this game they're the same speed. And a lot of people prefer the flash, but I like using the concussion because it slows the enemy down. Say if you see an enemy at long distance, but you can't have a good shot on him, you can go ahead and throw a concussion to slow him down, and then finish him off. And flash grenades are also pretty good. Say if you know an enemy's in some certain room or area, you want to blind him out, you can throw that, but with flashes, the enemy does not get slowed down. They can still turn and shoot just as easy as they could without. But concussions, it makes them turn slower, run slower, and that kind of dazes their vision, so it helps a lot. I don't often use Scrambler or EMP smoke. I don't use Trophy too much, but it is helpful for domination because it stops explosions and things like that, so it's pretty helpful. I tend to use Tech Insertion on my sniping class, and Portable Radar on my on my silent class. And for my perks, this is pretty important. It is. For my first perk on my Russian class, I like to use extreme conditioning. This used to be called marathon in Modern Warfare 2, but in here it's called extreme conditioning and sprint for longer distances. This is great for domination. Say if you want to rush the enemy flag off the spawn, you can go ahead and use this and pretty much run your whole way there. You'll see in my last gameplay on Arcadent how I kind of rushed their flag off the start and got a nice little feed. So this is always helpful when rushing around. And for my second perk, I like to throw on Hardline Pro. Hardline Pro, kill streaks require one less kill, and every 2 assists counts as 1 kill. And this is especially good for using the Specialist Strike package, because when using Specialist, you can get that first perk, 1 cap and a flag, or your first kill, you get another perk, so it's really helpful when having 4 perks off the bat like that. I like to use that. And for my third perk, I like to use Steady Aim, because with this MP7, like I said, it's a great hip-fire gun, and Steady Aim makes it even better, even more accurate, more deadly. So this is definitely a great perk to use for SMGs, and I believe the pro of this is, I think, recover faster after sprinting. And since I have extreme conditioning on, I tend to sprint a lot, so this definitely balances out pretty well and helps out a lot. And for my strike package, like I said in my gameplays all the time, I like to use a Specialist. This is my favorite strike package in the game, because you can get all the perks. It's super helpful. It says earn extra perks through your streak. The streak and rewards reset upon death. It's a great strike package because you can have all the perks. You can be a walking, running tank, unstoppable, a beast, a boss, the man. You can do anything. And I like to throw on, for my first perk, I like to throw on Sleight of Hand, because like I said, say if you're playing domination, once you cap the first flag, you'll have 4 perks. And I like to use Sleight of Hand because you can reload faster and switch weapons faster. And when using Russian classes, you will be in the enemy area a lot, and it's always helpful to reload faster and switch weapons, especially with FMG9 Akimbos, because FMG9 Akimbos don't swap too fast, and for some reason the first animation takes extra long because he does this stupid spinning, unfolding thing, and it takes extra long. So say if you use FMG9 Akimbos, as soon as you spawn, go ahead and take them out and then put them back away, because that first animation takes the longest. And for my second perk I like to unlock is Assassin Pro, because in Modern Warfare 3 and all the Call of Duties, people like to use the low kill streaks, like to use those UAVs, advanced UAVs, and they call them in a lot. So this definitely helps out a lot and counters that. And no red crosshair or name when targeted. You're also undetected by thermal and sentries and all that stuff, so it's super helpful. And for my third unlocked perk when using Specialist, I like to use Scavenger. And by the time you get Scavenger, you'll be low on ammo, so this resupplies your ammo and it's great to have. And once you get 7 kills, since I have Hardline, I'll have the Specialist Strike package bonus, and I'll have all the perks, and be one unstoppable mofo. So it's awesome to have all these perks, and you feel so powerful. And this is how I get my M.O.A.Bs, this is how I get my M.O.A.Bs, all those gameplays. It's awesome. I believe I have a total of 8 M.O.A.Bs so far, and I'm hopefully they will like reward you for getting like 10 or 15. I'm not sure. I didn't really see anyone with it. Boy, that'd be cool if they did have some secret thing. And for my death streak, I don't really think death streaks are necessary. I don't think that should be in the game. I don't think they should reward people for dying too much. Like if someone's on a kill streak and they put someone in last stand and they don't expect it, or final stand, I don't think it's right if they just die like that. It's pretty stupid. I mean, I'm just using this because it's the last one I have. I don't really tend to get that often, but yeah, guys, this is my favorite Russian class. This is my preferred class when going for M.O.A.Bs. One using my SMG. I hope you guys enjoyed this little setup. If you'd like to see more setups of my other classes, please say so below, because I'll definitely have no problem making more of these. I think they're a lot of fun, and to show you guys what I like to use and how I like to use them, because I go in great detail explaining it. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. It's A Yeousch here, aka Sean, signing out. Peace.